1, 2, 3. Give me the $20 XRP. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let me show you how in the next few to several months, the next parabolic impulse of XRP is surely on its way, and that glorious $20 price zone is in our future. Let's get right into it, guys, but real quick, let's look at all the cryptocurrencies of the day. Everything is in the green, just barely. Bitcoin 1.6%, Ethereum 2.6%, XRP 0.97%, and everything under the sun is in the green today. Does this end up being kind of a consolidating week or kind of a rebound week, reclaiming those pre-FTX saga prices? Anyways, back to the main topic of the video. Everyone watching this video, smash the likes down below. You very well know where XRP is going there, why XRP is going there, how XRP is going there, but you just don't exactly know when. The good thing about cryptocurrency is it tends to repeat the past very often, especially when looking at like OG veteran coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. There is a clear cycle that repeats itself. And of course, in terms of percentage gains and the law of diminishing returns, of course, yes, they don't go up as much in percentage as earlier in the investment days, but still nonetheless, strategically stacking at bear market bottoms, selling at tops will bring you a life of riches. Guys, let's go ahead and talk about it right now. Got a little tweet from XRP Pharaoh here. He posted this kind of chart here on Twitter about how the XRP chart will look once the switches, how the XRP chart will look once the switch is flipped, and how it goes to 1K XRP. And I think he's kind of actually posting a sarcastic tweet here and then follows it up with, and then they turn the switch back off. This will be your final moment to buy the dip one last time. So he's kind of, I think, sarcastically showing going to 1K XRP, then crashing back down to 30 cents. Blooder Crypto says, what do you mean, bro? We need a dead cat bounce double Fibonacci rectangular dog water chart pattern before we see the moon. So nonetheless, even though I think XRP Pharaoh's chart here is kind of turning into a little bit of a sarcastic tweet, that's what I'm getting from it. But something I really noticed when I analyzed what he posted here, something I really quite haven't seen with another XRP chart. Maybe I've seen some more similar things, but there's some very key moments in here that kind of indicate to us that the next parabolic impulse of XRP is coming. And I know I've made a lot of videos about this. Other XRP YouTubers have made plenty of videos about this, but you can notice in XRP's history, there are a lot of important zones that end up playing out to the big explosion. Let me get more of a zoom here. Let's get very, very specific onto the zone of what's, been happening with XRP price for the last, 8, 9, 10 years, and then the candle that is to come. I'm not saying this is happening this week or this month, but I'm telling you right now, in the next several months, let's say 3, 6, 9 months, somewhere in that ballpark, the next trigger will come and it will break the all-time high region. Okay, there's a lot of parallels you can draw from the OG XRP price chart, because this back here and this right here, they are very similar to the point where it is a little bit scary. What I mean by that is it's kind of scary how close we might be to the next you-know-what moment with XRP that we've all been waiting for. See, now, I've seen a lot of people that will look at the previous history back here and say, oh, no, it is nothing like the current chart of XRP. You can't draw any parallels or conclusions. Well, just to begin on the surface level, before we really go down into the iceberg here, you have all-time high, almost all-time high. Or, well, how do we do this here? All-time high, pullback, almost all-time high, but not quite, drawdown, explosion. What's happening right here? All-time high, almost all-time high, but not quite, drawdown, explosion. And right now, guys, I believe we are quite literally in this zone right here, to the point where it might only be a few more months, because I know us XRP holders, 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent, just filling up our war chest, draining XRP off of the exchanges and out of the circulating supply of the market and stuffing it into our offline wallets and leaving it there and mentally not even treating it as though it is liquid currency that you can access. Okay, so these two parts back here, this part right here, the big explosion, and comparing it to what's going on now, you cannot tell me there's not parallels here. The reason why this looks different from what's going on now is back here was lower price, lower liquidity, less amount of people in the community. The reason why this here is much more refined than this and much more dragged along the horizontal axis of time on the chart is because up here and down here, the biggest difference is you have up here higher price, higher liquidity, more people in the community, which gives it much more of a dramatic chart that stretches out for longer. Back here, low price, low liquidity, barely anybody in the community, which is what made it such a short, kind of magnified, compacted cycle, which led to the gigantic explosion. So let me repeat one more thing. So you have all-time high, almost all-time high. Actually, this chart is not doing me justice here. It does it much better on this one. I'm not sure exactly what time frame this is. I think this could be weekly or one of those weird like 14-day charts or the half-month chart or something, because this right here is not matching up with the monthly chart. So I am assuming this could be like a 2-month chart, half-a-month chart, something like that. But let me kind of put the perspective more here, okay? I've mentioned this before on the channel, but it's a very important parallel to what's going on right now. All-time high, pull back, almost all-time high, but not quite, consolidated drawdown, catching local demand, local historical demand, blast off. Same thing here. All-time high, pull back, almost all-time high, but not quite, consolidated drawdown. And that's what we're waiting for, fellas. That's what we are waiting for right here. Okay? Notice the important levels. Notice the key levels here. One of the biggest things on the XRP chart that I think we really have going for us here, and again, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to disagree or kind of, reformulate my theory here. But when XRP starts playing down at local historical demand, that is where things start to get spicy. That is where the community morale is usually at an all-time low. People are the most annoying and toxic and complaining and angry and, oh my God, I'm selling my XRP bags. But you have to understand that historical demand levels is where the action happens. And that's exactly what is freaking going on with XRP price right now. Look back at history here. This was, again, the origin of XRP prices. It was a local demand zone. See, got that little dragonfly doji back there? There was demand right there. There were people buying. Goes to all-time high, crashes, back down to the demand zone. Everyone is mad, pissed off, angry. Oh my God, 90%, I lost all my money. This investment sucks. But what's the key there? It came back down to historical demand and then went for the all-time high move, but not quite, and then got the consolidated drawdown back to where? The local historical demand. This is where community morale is at the lowest. People are complaining, angry, despair, capitulation, all that good stuff. And then there's a little glimmer of hope. XRP starts going from half of a penny all the way up to almost 1 penny. And then the morale gets shot down again. And it goes back down to what? Local historical demand. 4 times it came down to this zone, which then led up to, oh my God, guys, like it's literally unbelievable, from bottom candle close to top candle close, 36,000%. Okay, if you want to go from bottom candle wick to top candle wick, you're getting 63 1,000%. And if you want to go absolute bottom wick to absolute top wick, you got 113,000%. So please, guys, understand with me here. God, TradingView, please stop. How important it is when XRP is down at historical demand levels. Let's bring it back again. Because again, this right here and this, they are different. However, at the same time, they are scarily similar. And the only reason they might look different on the surface level is because here and here are drastically different prices and liquidity. That's why to the naked eye, first glance, they're like, oh, those are totally different, but they're actually quite similar. What happens up here now, guys? Let me clean off all these horizontal bars here. I'm going to put them back later to kind of bring a step-by-step progression of realization here. So, XRP goes from the half penny per coin. So pissed off I didn't buy there, but I don't want to be too rich in the future. I mean, hey, it might be a blessing in disguise because I saw XRP at 3 cents a coin. I was trying to buy. I couldn't. I didn't know how to use a crypto exchange. I was 17 years old. Nonetheless, what happened here from half a penny to 40 cents? It created a new generation of price, liquidity, and community. And the reaction, the end goal of that was it began the new this. You see that? It began the new version of this right here. That's what it did. The whole move from half a penny to 40 cents. All it did was it reset the clock and it made a new one of these right here. So you could quite literally say buying XRP at that 20-cent zone, which I know a lot of you guys watching, you have bought at the 20-cent zone. I know for a fact. Okay? So the first initial burst, the 42 cents and the pullback to 13, it created the new historical demand level. Because all down here, that is just paving the way for future gains. See that? That first level right there at demand? It paves the way for a level where it's like, okay, buy at these levels because this is what's going to happen. So just to repeat myself here, this is the 2.0 of this. So what happens from there? Just like back here, goes to the new all-time high. And it pulls back, and it gets the drawdown, and community morale's at an all-time low, and Alex Cobb's making videos telling you not to worry and just keep accumulating. Then what happens? You get this. You get the monthly triple bottom, which is quite literally an exact... monthly chart doesn't do it justice, but weekly chart, you could see, like, bottom, yeah, like you see how perfect that is on the weekly chart, that perfect demand. Monthly chart doesn't do it justice, so I had to go to the 1 week to kind of perspective. But still, this right here, I believe, is the 2.0 of this. God, I'm getting goosebumps right now, guys. Anyone else feeling that? This, 2.0 of this. This right here, 2.0 of this. And what happened? What happened after this repeated itself? Did the same thing as last time. After the second time it touches local historical demand, it goes for the, almost all-time high. Almost all-time high, but not quite. You just couldn't quite do it. All right? Then, what does it do? Before we even, made the almost all-time high move, I believe we made the third one. This is where the theory, there can be some cracks in it. But again, different times, different scenarios, different prices, different liquidity, bigger community. It's going to be different, but I believe this right here could be the 3.0 of that. But again, that's where the cracks in the theory start to align in the comment section, because this happened after the almost all-time high, but not quite level. So then, after the almost all-time high, but not quite, the extended drawdown, what does it do? It comes back down to the local historical demand, but here is where shit gets crazy. Because this time, the fourth touch, okay, what we're talking about right now is this right here being this moment right here. And again, to the naked eye, to the surface level, okay, yeah, it doesn't look the same, but you got to understand from a much bigger picture perspective, these two playouts, they're almost identical. They're almost identical. But what's crazy is that when this time happens, it actually doesn't go to the bottom end of the demand. It actually takes it a step further and goes to the top end of the demand zone, making, if you go down to wicks there, see how I just went down to the wicks, the absolute lowest price points, it became even higher than the previous local demand. Nonetheless, it came down to local demand, but it went ahead and used the old all-time high as a new zone for demand, which leads me to believe we got to be months away from one of these. Because it's 1, all-time high, 2, almost all-time high, not quite, 3, little relief rally for some hope, 4, blast off. 1, all-time high, drawdown, almost all-time high, but not quite. And I think it's coming down for its fourth moment here. But the craziest part is the biggest way it differs from the fourth moment down here is because it actually conquered the old demand zone by not going down to the absolute bottom, but by conquering it and staying on top of the old demand zone, which in itself is creating a new demand zone at a higher level, which must mean we are only months away. Okay, guys, is the theory kind of making sense here? Let me know down in the comments below what you think. I know there is some cracks in the theory because I think the third touch is the biggest argument because it happened almost all-time high. But then again, you could kind of consider this right here an almost all-time high move. Again, from the surface level, tip of the iceberg, just looking at the surface, I know it's not, I already see the comments, oh, Cobb, this is not exactly the same. This doesn't look the same at all. Honestly, if you really think about what's happening there, the 4 touches at major local demand, it's happening here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time at the fourth part, it does the revolutionary thing and conquers the top end of the demand zone instead of going down to the absolute bottom for the bounce. So it's basically like we're getting this right here, but XRP didn't have to go this low to achieve it, which might be a bad thing because you can't get that, final dip at a lower XRP price. But guys, there's the theory, man. The $20 XRP, it's got to be on the way. Like the 60 or 286 or 2,200. I don't know about that, man, but I believe XRP one day it will be a $100 coin. But I'm just thinking for the short term in 2023, we got to be cracking those early double-digit prices, and everything on the charts to me is screaming that will be happening very soon. All right, guys, we've been stacking for a long time. We've been stacking for a long time. It's been a long time coming, long time waiting. We're getting there. We got our war chest. We've stacked all our XRP. We've stacked it all here. Here at these record low historic demand level prices. We have bought the bottom. We've bought all the bottoms. And guys, the most beautiful thing is buying XRP in this general range down here. It's the point of maximum financial opportunity. You know what? Hey, it was good for people that bought XRP like 75 cents and they run it up to $1. Maybe they sold it, maybe they didn't. But you know what? Buying at the lowest price points in the historical demand history, that is the point of maximum financial opportunity. And that's why I suggest you guys, you never, ever sell all of your XRP. Because the fact that you have had the gift from the I don't know, somewhere, something mythical. You got the gift where you knew about this thing, you learned about it, you deep dived, you read all the documents, you read all the central bank connections, you read all the puzzle pieces that are bound to come together, and you accumulated that whole entire war chest, and you took a chunk of a supply out of the market at a level which is known as the peak maximum financial opportunity. All right, guys. There's the video for you, but one more thing I want to get into here is kind of the outro. Flare token launch next month. Hopefully, we should be seeing Flare token in just one more month. I hope it's coming. I hope it doesn't get delayed too long. And again, you got to wonder the question, okay, do I take my FLR and do I just sell it on launch day because I think that's going to be the highest price going to be, or do I hold it to receive my remaining 85% and play the long game, or do I take the quick cash and put that in XRP? A lot of stuff to talk about in the next month. There you guys have it. That is the video for today. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do smash the like, subscribe, post notifications. Do share this video on Twitter and social media. Help out the channel here. Just crossed 80K subscribers. Looking to get that 100K sub mark. You know, your boy here does not have a high school diploma, but I am looking for that YouTube 100K plaque. 100K sub plaque. Would love to have one of those on my wall. Because again, no diploma, but if I could get that 100K YouTube sub plaque, be amazing. All right, guys. Thank you for the video today. Would appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.